Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to do a mini review of Genshin Impact. I'm calling it a mini review because it's not meant to be in depth, but just to give a flavour of the world and maybe why you might want to have a look at it. I'm standing here at the moment, just near the starting area. This account it's my only account. I've been playing for a couple of days or so now since it came out in English. And yeah, I'm hooked. It wasn't on my radar as a game to check out, but I caught a stream on Twitch and I thought, okay, maybe I should download it and try it. And I've since then sunk many hours into it. So what's attracting me to the game? For starters, the graphics. Like I said, this is just the starting area. It's a bit, I suppose, anime-ish style, and I just love the looks of it. Well, let's have a very quick look around the world. So it's kind of open world. You can just explore as you like. There might not be an awful lot around here since, again, this is just the starting area. Let's go somewhere else, shall we? That might be a bit more exciting. So once you have unlocked the teleport portals, you just click on a map and you can go there. So that's quite handy. What have we got around here? Level 24, that's going to hurt. I'm not level 24, I'm level 20. Today is a good day to die. I should have clarified actually, my character is level 20. So combat is not too demanding, it's only about... You've got the basic attack that I'm using mostly now. You have a kind of like a powered attack, which I'm pushing in for now and then. And then you have an ultimate, which I'll just push now, so that does that. You might have noticed I got frozen then, but I can unfreeze myself. Just to take him out before going back for the others. Go. Okay, next part of the world, press F to loot. So that includes gathering as well, so that's just a random plant. Did I kill everyone? Okay, maybe my gear's a bit better than I thought, even if they were higher level than me. And again, just F to pick up loot. So that's a short taste of the world. And you've got to smash barrels as well. Oh, another treasure chest. I'll have that. So this is very basically how the world works. You can walk around, fight stuff, collect stuff. There's more things to do than that. What else have we got? The quest system. So I won't go into details here, spoilers and what have you, but there is a main story and then there's some side quests. It's pretty typical. I would consider this so far as a single player story based game. There is supposed to be co-op mode, but you don't unlock that until later on. What else can we do around here? Apart from gathering stuff. I mean, if you do mining, which I can't demonstrate here, you're literally smashing rocks and picking up the pieces afterwards. And you can use those as crafting materials. So if it's glowy, you can probably pick it up. Oh, what was that? It's a dead whatever that was. I didn't demonstrate it, but there's also a dash, so that's quite handy. What else can I demonstrate? Ooh, can I make it to that island? Now you might think, how do I get to that island? Because it looks quite far away. I'm going to walk over to that outcrop, because that might be a better place to jump from. I can show gliding, which is one of the travel mechanics in the game. Okay, that area is a bit further than I thought. So, ooh. Okay, I have to go there now. There's a treasure chest. What is that? If that's a mini boss or something, I'll leave it for now. For the purposes of the video, this is a bit more than I wanted to get into. I'll leave them alone for now. There are multiple characters. Now, some of these the game gives you by playing, and some of them are in the gacha system. So this one, I believe, is given to you in-game. I've seen her appear in other videos. To be precise, I think it's a guaranteed drop on a gacha. So I don't know if she'll be around forever, but for now, if you play the game, you will get her shortly after joining. She I got from a gacha pull, but I'm not sure, again, I think I saw somewhere you might get her later on in the game anyway, regardless of the gacha. And she is a character I believe you will get given as well. She's part of a story, so I think that's quite unavoidable. Different characters have different attacks. This one's an archer, so if I push the right button, you can charge up an attack and just fire an arrow. A flaming arrow? That's going quite far, isn't it? Just fire it in the ground. Oh, I didn't charge it up all the way. And you can set fire to things, including yourself if you walk into it. So she's burning. Doesn't do too much, thankfully. The game combat system is elemental based, and I'm still getting my head around what combos. It's not as simple as, you know, like water beats fire. It's more nuanced than that. So, for example, fire plus water creates, I can't remember what they call it now, sort of like steam, and then that changes how different things work as well. So it can get a bit complicated. Still getting used to it. She's a healer, primarily, but water elemental. So each character will also have an element, and she has big club. So don't argue with her. That hurts. She's great for smashing rocks, though, I've noticed. I've mentioned the gacha system, so let's just very quickly go into that. I can't show you the noob banner, because once you use it up, it disappears. This is my biggest concern about the game. So in the first many hours of play, you don't need to do anything with this. You can't. And it only unlocks after a certain point. And the concern I have is longer term, how they tune the game for difficulty. Does it become pay to win later on? That's my only concern. I've seen it in other games before. I don't know this developer or publisher, what their history is like. But some games, you know, early on you can play quite easily with the free stuff, but as you go on it gets more difficult, and yes, you could arguably free-to-play grind past it, but it can get to a point where to make any progress you might have to start paying for the chance of getting more powerful characters, for example. So again, I don't know how that will develop. We're probably a long time away from that. So, I mean, the amount of time I spent on it at the moment, no regrets whatsoever. For the price of free, I've had many hours of enjoyment, and even if I were to stop playing in the future, I do not consider that time wasted or lost. It is, as I said, mostly story-based, but it's also quite open world, so you can just explore and just look around within reason. The equipment system, let's very quickly go over that.
You seemed...
You can equip weapons, of course, so she's got the spiky clubby thing, but she can have a sword as well. I won't change it for now. Artifacts are the equipment system, and you can equip them. You have increasing rarity with increasing power. You can form sets, so for example, if you have multiple pieces in a set, you get additional bonuses. And you can also upgrade them as well. I forgot to mention on the weapons, you can also effectively limit break it. I think the term is slightly different, but it's not nothing new if you've played this, well, gacha games in general. Constellation, I guess you could see as like a character limit break. if you get multiple copies of a character, which of her I've managed to get some duplicates of, you can unlock more things. Talents, I haven't come across this yet, so I don't know what it does. On profile, you get backstories and other information about the character, so I haven't unlocked much of hers yet. If you want, you can just play sound bites.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. My favorite place is the the kitchen. I practice so hard, but I still get nervous when introducing myself.
The main story events are voiced, and the voice acting quality in English is great. You don't listen to it and think like, oh, this is painful. You know, I haven't found any urge to switch to the Japanese, for example.
Tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Tea. So that's very briefly covered. Inventory. That's all the weapons, all the equipment. What is that area? Character development. So I think these are EXP for the characters. You can grind it by fighting stuff, but it's really slow. So the experience books really speed that up. And I believe the rest are needed for other upgrades later on. I haven't got that far yet. There is a food crafting system. And foods give you different buffs. And these ones, which I'm using more than I really should, are to bring a character back from death. I still need to show flying in a second. These are the raw materials you can gather. So if you smash rocks, you get ore. You can pick up plants. You can pick up some wildlife parts as well. These books you can find and other items you can find around the world. I think they're mostly for lore. I haven't read them yet. And these are the premium currencies which you can use in a gacha or the shop. Let's try... Can I make it over to that side?
Someone needs assistance.
I just want to show the flying system, if I don't kill myself doing it. Right. I'll jump here. I'm not going to make it across to the far side because I think that's just too far. Unless I go over there. Let's try that. It looks slightly narrower and a little bit further. Narrower. So the higher I go here, the better chance I have. You notice a red bar on the side of the character there. That's stamina. So if you sprint, it consumes stamina. You can also climb rocks and things as well, which also consume stamina. Right, so this is probably the highest part. Yeah, that should be quite good to get over now. So to jump, you can just double tap and you can glide. I'm just going to check out what level they are, 15, so they're not too dangerous. I'm not going to fight them, but just nice to know they're not too strong. I'll just check out this place while we're here. Okay, whatever it is, it's got a seal on it, and I don't have the key, so I can't check it out. And just look at the scenery again. I just love this world. You might also notice now there's a day-night cycle. Oh crap. Should I just fight it since he's here anyway? Oh, okay, that's not good. She's got a shield, I'm going to use it. Is she going down? What level is she? She's only level 16. I don't think her gear is as equipped as upgraded as my other character either. I can demonstrate that now actually, I guess. I'm just going to wait for her. Oh, that's not good, that's not good. She's not taking too much damage though, I suppose, at least. I was going to say, I'm just going to get a shield up to switch character. So you can do that. What's he doing down there? away. That did a nice damage. Finish him. After all that. Oh, there's a treasure chest indication there. That's the reward for killing these. I don't know what you call them, mini bosses or whatever. So just some random loot. And a mushroom and a pine cone. Is that a rock I can smash? So like I said, her club is quite good because it breaks them in one hit. Whereas if I used another character, like the sword, it takes multiple hits. Let's go back to the city. So I don't consider this a spoiler because you get to the city quite early on in the game, so you're going to see it soon anyway, if you decide to play this. Here we are. So again, I just love the design work of the city here. I would love to live there. So it's got hints of, like, I don't know, medieval European styling. Not unusual for a fantasy setting, I guess. And you got your usual, you got some shopkeepers and things here. And she runs the Adventurers Guild. I think I will leave this here. Obviously, like I just said, this is not meant to be an in-depth review, but just a taster. I just love the look of the world. It's a free download, so if you have time, you've got nothing to lose by trying it if it's at all interesting. The only caution I would give is on a PC, at the moment, downloads are really slow. I just tested it on my laptop this morning, just before making this video, and the download speed was somewhere, it's less than 1 megabyte a second, and it's a 12 gigabyte download, so that's many hours. There is a trick I saw online saying if you pause and restart,
Leave it to me.
Pause and resume the download,
Whatever it is.
it can...
What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
I can't talk over her, can I? Where was I? There is a trick online that suggests if you pause and resume the download, sometimes, if you get lucky, you can get a fast connection into the megabytes. I've managed. I had to do that on my first install, and it eventually worked. But after a few attempts on my laptop, I still haven't managed to get a fast download connection. So your luck may vary. I don't know how their download system works, but it is slow. If you're at all unsure about it, just start the download earlier than, well, sooner
You
rather than
seem
later.
tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Apparently on a PS4, the downloads are a lot better. And the other thing to take note is, there isn't a clear picture yet, but there may be difficulties with having playing co-op mode with friends if they're on different systems or in different regions. Again, I'm not clear on the exact details of that yet. For example, I can't on a PC add friends on a US server. I'm on the EU server. And I believe the PlayStation 4 system is a different system again from either of those. It's also on Android and iOS. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. But, well, I would look at it first and foremost as a single player experience. If you can do co-op later on, consider it a bonus. That's my feeling for now anyway. My views might change once I get there. I'm still too low level. Okay, I think I will end it there. Hope this was interesting. Thanks for watching and see you next time.